Tax problems are obviously emotional. There's a lot of money at stake.
Our clients are going through a lot. They're afraid of what the IRS may or may not do. They don't necessarily know the rules, so they're thinking, okay, are they gonna take my house, my car? Is my bank account suddenly gonna be frozen? Am I not gonna be able to pay my rent tomorrow?
You don't have to be a train wreck as a human being or dishonest to have a tax problem. That having a tax problem often comes from either ignorance of the tax law, you actually cannot afford to pay a tax bill that you didn't expect.
But you can fix it, you can turn it around.
We were getting letters every now and then of the Illinois Revenue saying that we hadn't made any of our payments. And then on top of that, we started getting letters of collections. And it just said right there, $85,000. You owe $85,000 out of the blue. Maybe this could have been a mistake. Maybe the bookkeeper can still clear this up. But then it became apparent when we started getting more letters, and then we started getting a phone call from the auditor. And then that's when it became real. Like, this wasn't going away.
The reason it's important for you to talk to a licensed professional right from the start is a licensed professional isn't going to give you totally, baloney advice because they have a license at risk. About 40% of the time, people who hire us had hired somebody else first. So 40% of my client base hired a bad provider first, and then they end up hiring us, and we get them the outcome that they should have gotten in the first place.
Tax defenders have been able to give us options as opposed to how to move forward, as well as being able to organize our situation. In the end, we were able to discover a plan that's going to be able to help us with the Illinois Revenue. And it's a plan that my dad really wanted at the very end. His number one priority was to keep his business license, and tax defenders found the perfect way for him to keep working.
Almost always, a phone caller will have personal, tax, or financial variables about the situation that they are currently in. Those factors matter to the IRS. Those factors can be part of a really good settlement or proposal or negotiation with the IRS. Sometimes what happens is people call in, they're a very good settlement case for the IRS, and they will hesitate. In those instances, I often say there are 4 reasons you should believe what I'm telling you. The first thing is, I did not make a promise to you in this phone call. I told you what the process was. I need to validate my information. I need to speak with the IRS in order to confirm that I can get you a settlement, but I didn't make that promise up front. Second reason is, you're talking to a licensed professional who can lose their career if they're giving you bad advice or making a promise or collecting a fee for something that they cannot deliver. Third reason is, look at my online reviews. You will see I don't make a bunch of promises and not fulfill them. The fourth reason I sometimes say is, I've been in this business 20 years. I'm not gonna lose a 20-year company by making you a bad promise or trying to defraud someone out of their fee. For someone to get started, the first thing to do is give us a call. You will talk to a licensed professional in the first phone call. We will let you know if we cannot help you. We'll advise you how to move forward on your own. If we think we can help you, we will let you know. We will do a free investigation. In that investigation, we'll speak to the IRS. We'll do an analysis of your current financial situation, your tax history, and we will let you know at the end of that, before you've paid us anything, whether we can get you a settlement or a good outcome or whether we cannot.